Gonna use the slow porn music to get us
It's
in.
the ska music.
This is the Comic Zone. Yeah. You know what it is.
Because I wrote this song, so I gotta like show it off when I need to. Even the ska's the gateway drug to midlife crises.
Crises.
Yeah, crises.
What's the word?
I think this is the second one. I'll go with the second one. Crises.
What's going on, man? We're like we said, we're at the Wyoming Pop Culture Con at the Best Western, and I happened to pass by your booth a bunch of times,
Yes, sir.
and I kept looking at like how awesome the artwork is, and I was showing this earlier. Tell us about.
First off, tell us your name.
Oh
A
yeah,
little
yeah.
about what you're writing here.
Gotcha. My name's Shawn Lweis. I am the co-creator and writer of Immortalis, the new series we just released, started last November.
Nice. So how has it been to kind of give birth to this kind of project? Has it?
It's been a little different. Before, I published some stuff back in 2006, 2007 with Dakawaka Publishing out of Massachusetts. It was kind of a roller coaster ride. The second thing we published together, Mike Penny was the owner of the company, was Purity, and it actually got optioned by Kickstart Entertainment, who did Wanted with Angelina Jolie, Preacher on AMC. They did Painkiller Jane. They do a bunch of Voltron stuff too. Big into the animation side out there in Hollywood and stuff. They went wide with it, table reads, all that kind of stuff. And I at the time I didn't know. It was the second thing I'd ever published, so I didn't know if this was just the way it happens or whatever. Didn't get very far with it, so they rewrote it, got brought in some Hollywood screenwriters, rewrote it. We've got that copy of Purity over there, the graphic novel they did. Took it wide again. It just died a slow, uninteresting death. Just nothing ever happened with it. 2018, the rights reverted back to me. Me and my creative partner on Immortalis, Ryan Mosley, we started kicking around an idea about what started as a female Frankenstein during World War I. Slowly over about 13 months, that developed into Immortalis, and we've been going with it through Kickstarters ever since, and hitting the contour this year, and just loving it.
The hell yeah. So tell us about Immortalis.
Is this from?
Yep,
So this is from Immortalis.
that's correct.
I don't know, can I show the camera while you guys are talking?
Right. So give us a little overview of the series.
Sure. We decided to go with Immortalis. Like I said, it started off like this female Frankenstein during World War II, but what we ended up with is a war between heaven and hell and all the old gods of myth, like the Aztec gods, the Roman gods, the Greek gods. Kind of our story centers around when monotheism took over and all those religions went underground. Now they're trying to come back and destroy heaven and hell. So heaven and hell have to team up and put together a team led by Tam Montefiore, who's the deicide or the god killer, to try and stop all the old gods.
That's
Okay.
cool.
That is cool.
I love that kind of mythology
Yeah,
built into stuff.
There's so much of it out there and so many different cultures
Isn't it-
with all these gods.
Isn't it crazy how it started with an idea of like something completely
Frankenstein.
different?
It did.
Something completely different and morphed into something.
Yeah, and the thing is, neither of us are really good at long form writing, like books, but we do love the scripting and the comic and all that. And yeah, we took about 16 to 18 months before we even hired our first artist, kicking this story around. That's why it started off as one thing, but ended up almost 180 different. So
Right. Man, and that is so weird how an idea can change like that,
I mean, it's the natural creative process.
It
Right.
just
Because
slowly morphed.
Like mistakes happen, and then the mistakes then become the part that's more interesting, and
Right.
it evolves. In any kind of creative process, and and even in life in general.
100%.
It's like gardening.
yeah,
You know,
that's true. I mean, you plant something and you think you know what you planted, but sometimes the seed was labeled wrong or something. You just don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
And that's how it was with Immortalis. Like I said, we started off with the female Frankenstein in World War I, and we liked the strong female heroine lead, but it just kept, like you said, we started getting into, well, okay, who's our villain? Who's our bad guy? Who's our big heavy? And then we start, we
Yeah.
really like these old gods. And, if you can mix like Charon, the ferryman of the dead for the Greeks with, Bobby, the ferryman of the Egyptians, and kind of get that going like that. And just there was just so much material there to use. We loved it. So
Dude, I kind of want to. You said you could read the first couple copies on online.
That's it. If you go to our website and there's links to it on our Facebook, also TAM Immortalis. It's the same thing. Our Twitter, our Instagram, all that. There are links to it. If you sign up for our email list, so we can get you on our email list, let you know what cons we're going to be at, let you know what shows we're doing, let you know when we're doing our Kickstarters. We'll give you 7 free issues, just digital comics. We'll send those right to you.
Nice.
Immortalis 1 and 2, Force 51, which is a one-shot we did, and Purity, the one that got optioned. It's on there, too, so you can take a look at that.
1 and 2, that's a pretty sweet deal.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you might get into the story on that first issue, and you're like, fuck. You got that second one to go right
You were
to.
mentioning that with like Tinian. Like the issue 1 just introduces you to the world, gets to the conflict, and then ends. And you don't really see what the conflict or the main plot is until issue 2 or 3.
Right.
You know, it's like,
Yeah.
I think there was a joke about short stories, you know, for the New Yorker once upon a time. If you want to write a short story for the New Yorker, write a normal short story, rip off the first chapter and the last chapter and hand it in.
Right.
You know, and that's kind of the
Really?
same kind of idea. 'Cause, I mean, it starts in the middle. I mean, which I think is a good way for storytelling.
And the reason, well,
Yeah, Raza.
That's interesting. I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
That's pretty good because then you got, I get it. I got it.
Yeah.
yeah, but with ours, and the reason we do that is issue 1 is a lot of backstory. It's set in the 1800s when the DSI, that's when she was born and being trained and everything. They realized that they read the tea leaves wrong, that it's the wrong time period. So they have to put her in stasis for 200 years. So she comes to modern times. Issue 2 is where the team is getting put together, her team, and that's, I felt between those 2 stories, it really kind of tells you where we're going with it.
So it's like a merger of technology and like
No, it's more like magical. We do the magical thing with
they did the stasis thing through magic.
Yeah,
Okay.
the agent of heaven and the agent of hell are the ones who put her asleep. So, and we're thinking about putting issue 3 also on the free list because issue 1's a lot of backstory set in the 1800s. Issue 2 is the team getting formed, but you don't see Tam, the heroine, the whole time. Issue 3 is where they revive her and they're all together for the very first time. So, we're currently doing our Kickstarter for 5 and 6. We've got an artist working on 7. We've got our letterer working on 8. A different artist team working on 9. And so we're really thinking about putting that third one out there to kind of really hook them because it's a pretty strong issue. I'll let you guys take a look at that because it's a strong issue.
Okay.
What's your experience been with Kickstarter?
It's been okay.
Yeah.
It's there's a lot. It's great because there's a lot more options now. You got Indiegogo, you got Kickstarter. There's a new one just started called Fund My Comic, and it's great that it gives us this avenue to kind of own our stuff. You know, that's the problem when you with a publisher.
They own
you
it.
got to sign it over to them. Kickstarter, you know, you just put it out there, and if the fans love it, like it, support it, you keep going. So that wasn't an option when I first did this back in 2006. You know, it was
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, at least you have options, and
Right.
that's something for sure.
Yep.
I tried writing a comic
Oh, yeah?
at one point. I mean, I had like I think a good idea. I just didn't know. I'm not. Don't you need a little like training to write? But I don't know.
You just write. You don't. I think the best training for writing is reading.
It's just
yes,
to write.
reading and writing.
And I've tried to do
Read and write every day.
I've tried to do a comic. It's more like journaling than comic, but I had an idea. It's like pictures plus words and kind of journaled. Did a story about it's kind of more like afterlife.
Yeah.
You know, like
Oh, okay.
did you ever watch Dead Like Me?
Yeah.
So something kind of like that, but then
Oh.
more, you know, they're like an undertaker in the afterworld,
Oh,
and it was I don't know,
that's cool.
not
one-
undertaker, but like just like a facilitator, almost like the station in Beetlejuice where everybody was
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
checking in. It's some kind of weird kind of version of that. but
Nice.
I had the idea I had was like,
Broken Pieces was the working title.
oh, nice.
And like, and I got into some mythology that the god, there was a man and woman god, and then like the female god gave the male god like this perfect spear of the most perfect gift, and for some reason he was jealous and destroyed it,
Oh.
and that was the Big Bang,
Nice.
and
Oh,
also why.
yeah.
Cool,
So
man.
that was kind of the
That's it.
mythology I was trying to kind of weave into
Yeah.
it, and it's been a while since I reread it, but
Might be time. Dust it off and
Yeah.
Yeah.
start reworking it. Heck yeah.
The idea I had was for like just have a normal everyday guy, and he somehow gets like these volatile powers.
Oh.
And then just basically throughout, like superheroes aren't like hearing him out; they're just attacking him, and they don't get that he can't control it, and he's like hurting people, but he's like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. The other
And
one,
then slowly over the course of the fight, that's what would turn him into a villain.
Oh, wow.
Like eventually he'd start fighting back and like
like
end
the-
up
the-
killing like a hero, and then you know what I mean, he turns into the villain over the course of this one fight where he couldn't control his powers, maybe at first, but then over time he like slowly starts to learn how to, you know what I mean, control it a little bit.
Yeah.
I was at another idea of a character that was like Karma, and it was like a cursed character that like if he touched like bumped and kicked a rock, that would cause a series of actions that would then affect somebody.
Butterfly effect.
Yeah, but I mean that was like his superpower. But I think in my head the idea is it wouldn't always turn out like you thought.
Yeah.
Like a bad thing would happen to somebody that seemed really good, and then that good thing turned into something
It'd be a
bad,
hard power to
or
control.
verse,
Right.
and then like the trauma of anything I do can fuck up somebody's life. You know, and
That's it.
so that's like the internal
You fucked up,
conflict.
Bill.
Oh, I you know.
You know.
You know this. But I mean, I just thought like that, yeah, the butterfly effect would just be an interesting,
Yeah. Yeah. That's an
And then
interesting
see him try to control it
yeah.
and like fuck up.
power. Right.
And it'll never go the
Everything.
way you want
Right.
it to, because one thing I was just researching about just karma in general, the old definition wasn't the way we interpret it. It wasn't you do good things and then, you know, good things happen to you, or, you know, it was what the gods did to you.
Right.
That you had no control over. Like Job
Yeah.
was an act of karma.
He
Not
was-
that it was bad that
Yep.
he deserved it, but it was the gods inflicting their will on human.
Everything, whether it was good or bad, whether it
It
was
did-
your fault or you did it.
It didn't matter. It wasn't
gods.
this.
It was all the gods.
Wasn't a retribution or a reward. It was what the fuck just what happened.
It's just what they wanted to do.
Isn't that? Yeah, I mean, that's fucked up, isn't it? You know,
Right.
it sucks.
Yeah.
Because then there's like it's chaos. You know,
Yeah.
you're just like, yeah, they just felt like it.
Yeah, why would you want to do anything, right, if everything's out of your hands, right? It doesn't matter. Lead a good life, lead a bad life.
Yeah,
They're going to punish me or not, whether they want to.
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
that'd be terrifying. That's
Yeah.
a good story.
Yeah. And that's why we have monotheism now. So,
So, man,
More
I
about
really
your
hope
comic.
the artwork on this. So who's fighting in this picture?
so in this picture, the one you got, that's the just the little mini print we did of issue 2 cover. This is our Dr. Hyde character. We did have one character who's like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde character. This is the Immortal. He's the Immortal character. He's 6,000 years old. Can't be killed. He was cursed by Zeus. He give you a little. I don't want to go too long on you guys, but the backstory is
No, you're fine.
he was the captain's guard of the Lemuria, the sister state of Atlantis. Zeus, being a jealous god, told Poseidon to sink Atlantis, because we play it like, you know, once monotheism starts to come back, all the gods start to lose their power, but Poseidon didn't, because he had Atlantis and Lemuria. Well, Poseidon goes and sinks Atlantis. You know, Lemuria finds out about it, so they invent this potion, and Jason, the captain of the King's Guard, and 500 of his men drink this potion, and they're able to stop Poseidon. They chain him, hide him away where Zeus can't find him. Well, Zeus, being a jealous god, he still sinks Lemuria, kills everyone but Jason, and Jason's got to walk the earth until he either sets Poseidon free, or Zeus lets the curse go. So that gives him some conflict with the old gods to start off.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That sounds really.
Yeah. Yeah, and the other character, he's like our Jekyll and Hyde character. It starts off just a basic Jekyll and Hyde character, but at about issue 28 or 32, we're still kind of sketching out. It's kind of roughly outlined. He becomes a third character, and they actually split. So you have like an ego, an id, and a super ego. So yeah, so he becomes like 3 different people at that time, and
Oh, that's badass.
the third character is actually the worst of them, because he's almost like a Venom character. He can't be controlled. He's got these urges. He just wants to kill and destroy everything. So
So this is just one of his forms.
yes, yep.
How cool. And they all look completely different, like the form.
Yeah, the third character almost looks like I'm trying to think. It's going to be kind of almost like we've got it on one of our trading cards over there, almost a mix of like an alien character with a Venom character. So from Ridley Scott's Alien. So
That looks
Nice.
super cool. I love that, almost like Sasquatch.
yeah, and we do
Looking-
get a lot of that. People think it's Sasquatch. The artist who originally did the concept art did it kind of like a Sasquatch, just to get away from the
Right.
hide, just the the bigger human that's kind of hairier type thing. So we wanted to go even over the top, make it like a Sasquatch character.
Yeah. Dude, it looks badass. Like,
you,
the
I appreciate
artwork
that.
is amazing.
Yeah, we've been really lucky. We like for our very first issue, we were able to use Ediano Silva for the cover. He did some Top Cow covers back in the day. He's very illustrative. It looks so good. And this one's done by Allison Rodriguez. He did some G.I. Joe stuff and some John Carter Amar stuff back in the day. So
Yeah.
yeah, we've been really lucky with our artists.
It looks amazing.
Thank you.
And so he is not only immortal, but, I mean, clearly he must be strong enough to fight.
Right.
guy,
Well, he
so-
can't die, so yeah. Like in this issue too, yeah, he's like in a bar drinking, and the doctor comes in to get him because his blood holds the answer to why the doctor got infected with the Lemurian formula that they drank to become superpowered to defeat Poseidon. He accidentally gets it in his skin, and that's how he becomes a Jekyll and Hyde character.
So
So everything is kind of tied together. Everybody's kind of got these strings running all through their stories that ties them with each other.
interesting. Man, it sounds like a really great story.
But yeah, definitely get on that sign up and give it a read.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to read the
And-
first couple issues.
Where do people find it? What's the best way to go? The website or
Yeah, it's we got our links to it on our Instagram. It's Tam Immortalis. Same thing for our Twitter. Our Facebook is Tam Immortalis. So yeah, if you type in just about any search engine for Tam Immortalis, it'll lead you to us. So.
we'll try to put links on there too.
Oh, that'd be great.
So-
Thank you.
In the on the post.
Yeah, in the chat here when we.
Sweet. Cool,
Well,
man. Well, we appreciate you coming and talking
Hey,
to us.
love talking with you guys. You guys going to be here next year?
Well, hope-
Assuming,
if-
yeah,
if there is
we're gonna
one.
go anyone
other-
that we can. We're gonna try and be there.
Excellent.
Well, so what have you? Is this your first time to Casper or?
I've been to Casper many times just for work, but not. It's my first time conning here. We just started the con circuit this year. Did Albuquerque, did Denver Fan X. We're doing Wyoming Pop Con. Now we got, I think, Fort Collins next. Then I believe we're trying to get into Rose City out in Portland. We're on the wait list for that. We signed up too late. And we're doing Cowtown down in Fort Worth, Texas. Probably do Albuquerque. They have like 4 years, so we'll probably do Albuquerque again. So we'll be all around. So.
Nice.
Nice.
When's
What do you think of Casper's?
Oh, I love it. It's been really nice. Third day here, meeting a lot of cool people. It's been pretty nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're always excited to kind of like I said. I think we were talking off mic, and it's just nice to be around a different group of people
Right.
and all over. That's just regionally close. And it's like-minded people that aren't that far away.
Right.
know?
And yeah. And until you get here, you don't know about Casper, but it's been really cool, chill vibe. Everybody's been awesome. So
Yeah.
Glad you have you here, and glad
Yeah,
you
we're
come on
glad
the
you're
show.
having a cool.
yeah, definitely coming back.
Glad you're having a good experience at least.
For sure.
Well, we appreciate you, buddy. We'll talk to you probably some more before the day's out.
Yep.
But-
Sounds
And
good.
stop by and take a look at your books too.
Yeah, for
before you
sure.
Go.
For sure. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
Hey,
man.
thank you so much for coming by. We appreciate it. So, all right, yeah, we're still here.
We're here.
We just thought we were ending, but we didn't.
Yeah.
So we just
Keep it
really wanted
rocking.
to
I'm
play
eating
some
more of these fucking Skittles thingies.
freeze-dried Skittles. Have you ever had them?
No, not yet,
It's,
not
it's
yet.
You're gonna
interesting.
try one.
It's
It's like NASA over here.
it's like popcorn or like dry candy, but it's like sweet and just.
All right, I'm gonna give it a go.
Skittles.
Let's check it out.
They're fucking weird. So what's up?
This is very interesting.
It is right. It's like
What's your name?
Greg, I'm with Collector Bros Garage. We're one of the vendors here. We got so many cool things today. Funkos, we've got action figures, we've got statues, trading cards, you name it. We're out here from Denver visiting.
Any Lego?
No Lego. Lego is really hard to come by.
Except like the OG stuff, yeah.
Yeah, the OG stuff is really cool. Definitely have it in my own personal collection, but not for sale here. I'm a builder and collector myself.
Nice.
Yeah.
So is this guy, he's got like a whole fucking city block.
Collect the modulars.
Oh, do you?
And the minifigs.
I'm a big Star Wars and Marvel collector on them.
I got a lot of the Marvel. I haven't jumped into the Star Wars bandwagon because I'm afraid of where it would go.
Understood that.
You
Yeah,
know.
100%. Yeah.
I got like the inner sanctum sanctorium. Blah, blah.
You should get the giant
pretty
fucking, the giant Millennium Falcon.
That's what I have actually
Yeah.
right now. It's still
Really?
sealed. I'm just trying to get time to do it.
Oh my God.
It's so cool.
How long would that take, you think?
I don't know. With the time that you
12
need,
hours.
probably 12 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. I sit there and just go to town. Yeah.
12 hours.
Yeah.
We always like break it up so we enjoy the build.
Yeah.
Usually my wife and I actually kind of do it together, so it's kind of a bonding thing like that. But we'll like one bag go back and forth and kind of build the whole set.
That's like my fidget spinner.
Yeah.
I don't have a fidget spinner, but the Legos would be.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
That is
Oh,
your
yeah, just
the
Yeah.
kinetic
where I
therapy
can
or
just
something.
kind of just disappear in the building process. Yeah, but definitely break it down. This section. That way you don't do it all in once.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit's expensive though.
Oh fuck
it
yeah.
definitely is. Yeah,
They're saying the price to Lego bricks is almost comparable, is more expensive than gold.
yeah.
Especially you get like unboxed old sets.
Mm-hmm,
So many people that just kind of collect and flip that stuff.
Oh yeah. Quite a bit going
Old
on.
secondary
They
market.
put shit out of fucking rotation though, right?
Yeah, they do
Yeah,
that too.
Yep. They make it to where it is more sought out by those collectors, much like Funko and trading cards and other things. Yeah.
It's all part of the
I
game.
bought a giant Galactus yesterday, a pop.
That was from us.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was from you.
Yeah.
That thing was badass. Do you remember it?
Yeah, I saw those.
That thing is sick.
Yeah, we got Sentinels the same size as well. Those are great out-of-box pops as well. That's actually sitting on my shelf at home with the Silver Surfer in his hand. It's really neat.
Well, you can open the box without hurting it.
Yeah. Yeah, because they didn't put the tape on that one on this time around. I think they were expecting it to be an open box.
Well, dude, I need to quit.
Dig the shirt, by the way. This guy's wearing a Darth Vader tiki style shirt here.
Everybody loves
Incan.
that shit.
So it's like the Incan gods of Quetzalcoatl.
Incan, yeah, it's really
We
tight.
got it in
It's really
Puerto
sick.
Vallarta. But yeah, just the total Latin, like candy dulce.
Oh, yeah.
Candy, is that? No, I'm saying it wrong. Dulce is candy, the candied skulls. From
Yes,
like
yes.
Immortalis.
It's pretty cool.
That shit is tight.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, oh, I gotta have it. I didn't even, you didn't even haggle. It's like, oh shit, I should have started
Mine.
haggling
Yeah,
first before.
yeah.
Like, oh,
You lost your poker face.
exactly. It's over.
I don't know if
It
you
happens
ever
at
had
things
one.
like this.
Did you ever have one?
A poker face?
Yeah.
Not very good, no.
Not very good.
Especially if you know how to read me. It's pretty.
Dude, so I got that Galactus for $20. I couldn't walk away from that.
Yep.
That was a really good deal, dude.
We got more for sale at our booth too. Collector Bros Garage here in Casper. What is this? Best Western downtown, guys.
Yep.
Pretty freaking cool. These guys invited us to the podcast after
And it's free.
and it's
You
free.
can get
Yeah,
in
today's
for free.
free.
today.
There's no reason why you shouldn't be here.
It's so amazing here.
Yeah.
We're like I said, we're out of Denver, and this is something different for us. We're used to the higher paced, and to come out here and just kind of like the countryside and just relax and get away from the hustle and bustle, and then also be with like-minded nerds here. It's pretty amazing. So
Yeah.
I think we might make the venture back next year as well. So
And the regular Comic Con's pretty good too. That's at
Oh
the
my
Casper
gosh.
Event Center. Did you ever been to that one?
no, we haven't been there yet. This is our first time up in Wyoming. So
It's worth putting on your radar.
okay,
I mean, it happened 2 weeks ago.
yeah,
And that was like the 5th year, I think, or 6th that they've been doing it.
okay,
So
okay,
He's got some good track
Yeah.
running going on, and
yeah.
I almost feel like this, right now, the floor feels better.
Yes.
Like,
Today is
but-
definitely more popping than yesterday. I guess it's a Sunday thing. I was told by a local that Wyoming opens up on Sundays. This is when everyone goes out and does their thing. So I'm excited. I'm happy.
And we also had the fair.
And you have the fair. Yeah,
So
that was.
there was a lot of.
I heard there was
competing things
also a festival and a rodeo yesterday as well.
going. Yeah, so there's lots of stuff.
But that's kind of insane if you think about it, because this is a smaller town. You have so much going on, and
So the weird thing is, to a lot of people, this is the big city.
this is the big city.
This is the big city.
Okay.
So people from like rural areas come
Yeah.
into the big city because we have a Target, we
It's
have a
the town.
Walmart, we
This-
have
Yeah.
the I was gonna say Cracker Barrel, the Olive Garden.
Cracker Barrel.
That's just racist. The Olive Garden or Red Lobster.
Yeah, yeah.
We've got Old Chicago. So we have the big box stores that a lot of these
reminds me of my hometown. I'm from North Carolina, and it was very much similar growing up, where
Yeah.
we got the Walmart and everyone's freaking out. Oh my gosh, you got to go see Indian Trail, and same deal.
we have two Walmarts. That's a
You have
big
two Walmarts
Well, we've
now.
had them forever, though, dude.
Yeah,
Like, since
I
we
mean,
were
I'm just
kids.
saying there's two, but
He was here when they were built, though.
Yeah. No, fuck.
I just got here.
We used to have a Kmart too. You remember
Yeah,
Kmart?
Good old Kmart.
They sucked.
Dead.
Well, they pissed me
Fucking
off because it's
damn.
like going out of business sale, everything 80 to 60, 70% off. No, they marked everything up
Marked it
200%
up.
and then dropped
Oh,
it.
jeez.
So everything was like ridiculously overpriced. And when you get home and then you look at it and like price check, I'm like, fuck, I got ripped off. They just burnt the whole town,
Damn.
ripped them off
Damn.
because they were going out of business.
They were upset. They were like, "Fuck you guys."
I think people after a while were calling them out on Facebook or whatever.
Oh,
but
really?
It's like, this is ridiculous.
I think
Yeah,
I remember
this is
that.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Trying to get rid of the product, but they're
Still
jacking
marking
it up.
everything way up.
We probably had debt they needed to pay. They're like, "Shit, send it up."
They were probably going under bankruptcy or whatever.
Yeah.
They were,
Yeah.
I think the whole corporation was kind of sinking.
The whole corporation went down, yeah.
Even if it's, I don't know.
Martha Stewart
There's
couldn't
no more
save her.
Kmart.
No?
Well, I
What's
don't,
his
I
name?
don't know.
Martha and Snoop, weren't they fucking? They were like the Kmart spokespeople.
They're going to open up their own stores, watch. It's going to be Snoop Martha or something
They already
like that.
make like wine.
Yeah?
They both have
Yeah.
a like wine and but they each one's a different one. Like I think hers is like, but Snoop's is like a red wine and
Yeah,
hers is
yeah.
like,
I've seen Snoop's out there. It's pretty funny. The
Pretty good.
artwork's pretty awesome.
I've tried it. And Martha's bottle looks like the same,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a Martha bottle.
Right,
instead.
right.
But so yeah, I mean, you got really good deals over there. I mean, how could I walk away from $20?
$20 Galactus. Yeah, that's
I mean, that thing's
deluxe
amazing.
right there. I think they were retailing for about $50 at the time when they
Yeah,
came
that's
out.
what I figured. I'm like,
Yeah.
if this was Walmart, they'd probably
Yeah.
want 50 or 60 bucks.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of Funkos over there. You can find your character. If you aren't a collector, we can find something for you. We also have all kinds of cool Ninja Turtles. We've got Power Rangers, Marvel. We just pulled a $100 card yesterday, baseball card. Even if you're not a baseball fan, I think that's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited. I don't even know who the player is, but he signed it. It's a numbered one. Come check it out. We got statues right across the hall from us. They have awesome, what do they call them, Komodos and fans and all kinds of stuff, good anime stuff. We got an artist next to us. He's pushing some good art out too. So it's popping over here, guys. I would
It really
definitely,
is.
I
I
definitely
mean-
recommend it.
It's starting to really pick up right now,
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
There are a lot more people
And
around.
it's starting. The energy's starting to come back to the room.
I do know this gentleman next to you guys, if he doesn't sell his Striker G.I. Joe by the end of the weekend, it might go home with me. So you guys might want to come snag that before I do.
Which one?
I think it's I think he put it away. It's a Striker G.I. Joe from the 80s.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it was really cool. We have the Transformer version of that,
got a
but
couple
I'm like,
old
I gotta
toys.
get that old school one again. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like those vehicles over there.
I
yeah,
didn't even
yeah.
notice that until you just said that.
Yeah, he still got it. There it is. That's the Striker vehicle I'm eyeballing
The
for
big
sure.
one?
Yeah. Oh
Oop,
yeah.
There it is.
Yep.
Whoop, there it is.
Hey, what's
We were just
we were
talking
talking? Yeah, we were talking on these guys' show, and like,
Oh, okay.
about that song.
and we were talking about that. The whoop. There it is.
All right. Whoop, there it is.
Whoop.
I'm gonna get.
All right, man. Hey, thank you so much for
All right.
stopping by.
Again, this is Greg with Collector Bros Garage out of Denver. I'm going to get back to the booth and help my team out.
Yeah.
Come check us out. And if you mention the Comic Zone podcast that you listen there, we're going to offer $5 off your first purchase. All right, guys? Come
Oh,
check
yeah.
it out.
Well,
Thank you
thanks.
so much.
Thanks for offering that. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys being here and helping me out and being letting me be on the podcast.
Hell yeah,
Absolutely.
buddy.
That's what we're here for.
All right. Y'all have a good one. Thank
You
you.
too.
Later.
Thanks, guys. That was awesome.
Peace.
my first podcast.
Oh, you did good, man.
Now you're gonna get it
Like
hooked.
he's a natural.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
my business partner, he's like, no, that's you to do. I'm not gonna get on there. You're the
No.
Can I take a sticker?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Take a few.